I kind of hear whatever going on in the background a little bit, but yeah, it sounds good. Watching a little football, a lot of that going on college and pros next couple of days. Alright, well, Val, with that, we'll see how that goes and turns out. Well, it's kind of interesting about the scanner. I don't follow that too much, to be honest with you. These fire reports, filter, and well, I figure if it's anything real important, I'll find out sooner or later. But hey, as long as you join it, sounds good. Set you on the second roll. And with that, I'll move on to Bob, WHGYE. Good evening. Go ahead, please. Another station from Menominee coming through the link. I can tell. Good evening. Go ahead, please. Well, thank you, John. And it's AC Paul here. Yep, you guessed it. In Menominee. Yep, you guessed it. We're on the link there. So, but it is nice to be able to just sit in here and watch the TV and get in on that with my ET here. It's not going good in Dallas, and Dallas is up 7-3 and trending again. So we'll see how it goes. We'll hang in there. And other than that, not much else is going on. Enjoy your Indian weekend. I hope everybody enjoys it there. We don't have a whole heck of a lot planned. It'll be kind of a quiet evening. Maybe we'll only have a couple cocktails tomorrow, and that's about it. And it's been a good week here. We went down to Manitowoc, and we went to the library there. They have a nice, those aluminum Christmas trees. They had a nice display there. And I didn't realize just the
also in California. Bob is visiting family, I do believe, tonight, or has something planned, so I can see why there are a few missing. But I would think normally would check in. Not there Ned either, K9FQC, just in case you're around. Put a shout out. Try and drum up some business. Always like to do that. With that, I'll go back to Lee. Keep your thing ZBZ. Go ahead.
Thank you, John Casey. That's so big zero. Yeah, I've been HF working 10 meters FM on 29.600. Been having some good luck doing that. It's really interesting working FM, like doing it quite a bit. Also, Chris, this morning, I talked to YouTuber. He had live broadcasting YouTube walks. I'm in live from Virginia. He told what frequency he was on. The Witches Radio was that frequency. I got to talk to him, and 1 minute later, I turned the volume up on the laptop, and I could hear myself talk to him. I thought that was pretty cool. Back to you, John.
Okay, Lee. Well, hey, that does sound pretty cool. I haven't done 10 meter FM in a while. Propagation, I'll just say, the X on the HF bands hasn't been too good, but there has been some, certainly through the States. Made a few contacts there. And I kind of been seeing a lot of up and down here, at least when I've been on any of the HF bands, 10 through 40, even 75 once in a while. That sounds good. And, you know, that's kind of cool. Little freaky hearing yourself. If I did, I'd probably say, oh boy, who is that guy? What do you think?
That was pretty good love from like I done like working 10 meter FM. That's a lot of fun too. So back to you, John.
Okay, Lee. Well, you keep sharing those stories. My opinion's always been, if you're having fun with ham radio, go for it and share the stories. Isn't always necessarily anyone else's cup of tea or something they're doing right at the moment. But you know what? I've found out more by listening to what other people do, and that kind of piques my interest. So I'll go and try it out. Artie's kind of the one that got me really thinking I wanted to do FT8, considering we like DX. That's K9WAR, so I elmered myself on that, and it took a while because, well, my teacher wasn't real bright. But he was persistent. You have a good evening, Lee. And with that, I'll go back to Bob. WADLIE. Go ahead.
We're still around here. Just wait for the tone to clear. Yeah, still not much going on in my neck of the woods, but for the weekend, I think I'm going to do some grilling outdoors tomorrow. And then I picked up a couple of lobster tails for Tina and I on Monday for New Year's. As far as having drinks, I think we'll probably just have to have a couple of shots because as far as cocktails go, the rooster really has no feathers on his butt, so I'm kind of out in the cold there. But with that, I wish everybody a Happy New Year, and hope next year is better for everybody, and I hope we're all here a year from now. And with that, I'll hand it back to Net Control, WATYE 73 all, and good evening.
Okay, Bob. Well, I'll echo your sentiments. Let's see. I'll grill a little chicken. Propane grill is right on the deck outside the door, so I can do that in the wintertime, run in and out. Easier cleanup, and I like stuff on the grill. And as far as New Year's, well, I don't have any big plans. Get together with family was last weekend, so I'm willing to bet. Gosh, time passes. I'll probably hit the sack about 10 o'clock, and I will again sleep through the start of the new year. But well, if I wake up in the morning, it'll be a new year. If I don't, well, that'd be a disappointment. At least as far as I'm concerned. So thanks, Bob. Wish you and your family a good 2024 also. And with that, I'll go back to Paul, NSAP, KB9BXJ.
NSAP returning. It's brutal, John. It's brutal. The Count Lions, like the 5-yard line, they did a, fourth down and 4 to try and get it in for a touchdown. It didn't work. So it's still Dallas. So it's not too bad yet, but, it is the Lions. Good this year. Disappointment all my life. But in the end, hey, it's just fun. We'll see what happens. Hey, real good on the aluminum Christmas trees, John. We never had one either. Yeah, we were the traditional, always liked the real trees. We always had those, and yeah, we took them down January 1st, there, and the holiday season was over. But that was way it is. It was fun. You never forget. And like I say, tomorrow it's going to be pretty low-key. We'll probably go and have cocktails. Where that's interesting, too, we talked to, we go out to one of our favorite places there. We talked to the bartender and asked them what they had planned for New Year's Eve, and they're 7 o'clock. And I remember back in the day, and probably more than a few of us, too, when, you went, it was New Year's Eve, and you were out in the bars till pretty gosh darn late. But I don't think they do that as much as they used to for many reasons. It's probably a good thing. And I sure wasn't on plan to do it on that anyways, So we'll just do that and enjoy the weekend, and we'll see about January 1st. I guess they got bowl games. We can watch that and see what happens. Oh, we do have a winter weather advisory here. Kind of a freezing rain, sleet, snow mix, but since we don't have to go anywhere, we won't have to worry about it. So that's all we got, John. I'm going to get back to the game. It's hard being a Lions fan, but we'll see how it goes. Everybody have a very happy New Year, and we'll catch you guys later. Back to you, John, from NSAP.
Okay, Paul. Well, there's a little variation on your signal using the HT from the house. I don't know if you're moving around, changing the antenna orientation. But I managed to follow it also. Not an issue. Let's see. Okay, I'll go with the Lions. Well, if you've been a lifelong fan, you just gotta keep rooting for them. That's what I'll say. And the game isn't over yet. And well, weather advisory isn't going to bother me unless I get buried in snow. It doesn't sound like that's going to happen. Got to ask you to remember, aluminum Christmas trees. The big deal was they had. Seems like a couple of businesses had them. Have back back on that day, incandescent spotlight, and then there was a revolving disc with 3 or 4 colors on it so that you didn't even put lights on it. You just shined that light on there and that went. Kind of wonder how much electricity that used up. Any comments?
Well, that's a good question, and I am sitting a little farther away in my living room. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll go up spaces closest to the repeater there. Yeah, I didn't do that last time, nor this time. But I know what you're talking about. We never had the aluminum trees, but at the display, and they did. They had those color light things that spun around. The history of the trees, and they had all that stuff. They look pretty neat, and my wife really wants one. So I don't know. We might end up with one of those things, but they are expensive. Yeah, a couple $100 on on the sites there. So I don't know, but there you go. If you would have bought them for whatever they were, $5 or $10 back in the 50s and early 60s, it'd be worth a lot more now. But that's what happens. Some things get better with age. NSAP.
Okay, Paul. Well, yeah, some things get better with age. You could think about the price of a real tree, which I haven't had for a while, but what are those, $35, $50? I really don't know. Hadn't had a real tree in years. And when I think about it now, it seems kind of wasteful. But with all that being said, things were cheaper back then, but you didn't make much money. So it's all relative. Sounds good, Paul. I'll quit pontificating. Is that even a real word? Nobody knows. Not even me. And carry on here. That brings me to the bottom list on the second goal. Is there anyone else who would like to be a late time, last time check-in, or any further comments for the net? Please call KB9VXJ. All right, I'm hearing nothing, so enough editorializing for me. I'd like to thank everybody for checking in. Have a real good New Year's Eve weekend and a good and safe upcoming week. And hope to hear you again next week, if not on another net someplace. With that, I'll wish you a good evening and return the repeater back to normal amateur radio abuse. 73 KB9VXJ.